This is Wendell Malone, and this is the GR2 Analyst software program that I use a lot of times when I'm reviewing my storm chase videos, watching the weather here locally in southeastern Mexico. This is utilizing the Midland, Texas National Weather Service dual pole Doppler radar. So here's the Sacramento Mountains, Capitan Mountain, Guadalupe Mountains down here, Guadalupe Pass right down here, Carlsbad, Artesia, and Roswell. This is the supercell thunderstorm that formed northeast of Queen, New Mexico, down here in the Guadalupe Mountains, and took off to the northeast. Let me zoom in, and I took off out of Carlsbad, caught up, went up to Highway 137. This is the Rocky Arroyo, normally dry Arroyo crossing right here. And then I'm back in this area and then back here filming the videos you're looking at of the rotating wall cloud, the funnel cloud. And then I'm backtracked to the truck bypass 524 around Carlsbad. And I'm in this area here looking west and northwest at the storm in my last video. So here we have a few cells trying to pop up. It is 1801 Zulu or 12:01 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Monday, October 2nd, 2023. See a few cells getting going. At this phase, I'd been on Eddy County 401 Marathon Road, and I was thinking about going up to Lakewood on White Pine and walking this storm towards the Lakewood area on that road. I changed my mind and stayed on 137, and I'm glad I did, because this guy splits, and then the left split, the inflow gets cut off to it right about starting here. And now this is 1851 Zulu, 12:51 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. This guy is the dominant storm. It tried to make a little bit of a right turn to the east, but had a hard time. We get up here, and again, I'm right in this area here, just outside the hail core. Midland issues a severe thunderstorm warning at 1:21 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. A destructive storm for northwestern Eddy County north of Carlsbad. Baseball-sized hail, 70-mile-an-hour winds indicated on radar. And later, we found that tennis ball size hail in this area down here, right where this core is, right about here. In this area right here, it's Department of Transportation driver had been sent out to close 137 due to the hail on the road, the flooding, the arroyos running across the roadway. He found tennis ball size hail on the road here. Radar is saying 3-inch diameter at 1:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 1915 Zulu. I did not core punch this storm. I didn't want to tangle with this guy. I knew that dynamics were favorable for large to very large hail, and that certainly panned out. It's possible some of that hail could have been bigger than tennis balls. By the time I got out there after this storm had moved over Highway 285, after this frame, sometime afterwards, it had dropped golf ball size hail on 285. At this point, I didn't see that on the side of the highway. And then by the time I got back down to this area to investigate, 30-45 minutes later, it was the flooding had carried most of the hail off into the bar ditches, and the fields were flooded, the roads was flooded. But I did find hail drifts down there that were foot deep in places, and I was still picking golf ball size hail up out of the water, the mud and the hail drifts at that time. Very intense small supercell thunderstorm. Take a real close look at the storm relative velocity here. Again, right in this area here where I am, radar's looking at the storm at roughly 17,000 feet mean sea level. So radar is not seeing any of the low level parts of the storm. So again, that's why we still have spotters, right? Storm chasers. Sky advances, the storm begins to get organized, tightens up a little bit. Here comes the warning, and this area down here is where I'm seeing that rotating wall cloud, very ragged. It gets very low to the ground. A couple of those videos, I almost swear I may have had a brief funnel or two get close to touching down or touching down. I couldn't really tell. I was using my Hero Black 11 GoPro camera, shooting from the inside of my cab. I didn't want to play with the lightning outside, and the rain and deal with all that. But this area is what I was watching. And then again, as this storm gets up here on 285, I'm back in here looking almost due west at it and back to the northwest. The wall cloud gets destroyed by the outflow. The storm becomes outflow dominant, kills the wall cloud. In the last video you're watching, you're looking at that. You're seeing a ragged shelf cloud develop along with a little bit of blowing dust. We had some flooding back in this area. Radar indicated up to 4 inches of rain fell back here, and we had a resident that lives back in this area, and they verified that this morning. They measured 4 inches in the rain gauge. Overall, a very intense storm, small, not all that unusual for October. It's not common, but not unusual. I had fun chasing it. Thanks for watching my video and listening to my explanation. Thank you.